And away we go. Hey Neil, how you doing, buddy? Got a few stupid algorithmic spikes now. Hey Joel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Could have been better. Could have been better, Alistair. After could have been worse, but absolutely dominated Man United and not scoring a goal. It's just ridiculous. We could have been there till midnight on Tuesday and still wouldn't have scored the way they were playing. Kind of ruined the weekend. Should have won. They should have scored at least. They should have put it to bed. They should have been like 3-0 up inside the first 15 minutes. But they couldn't hit a bando with a banjo. I think they've all been drinking out the same bloody cup as Darwin Núñez. Yeah, and only a point off it, and we play Arsenal, who are currently top, next weekend. So, good morning again, Lisa. Not a very eventful pre-market so far. I don't like the spreads on this one at the moment. Hey, Tang. Yeah, I'll give it 10 minutes. Let's have a look at the actual market itself. Well, we're up nicely today. Another week like last week, and we probably will get to those all-time highs. Well, there's no doubt about it. If we make the same gains this week as we did last week, we definitely will have all-time highs on the S&P 500. Oh, you did more than me then, Alistair. Yeah, time. Cheers. Thanks for that. But it's wise words. Wise words. Mondays are typically not my best day, so we'll see. We shall see. Already broke my rules. I've traded under $2, so Yeah, I was a bit giddy on Friday. Don't know why. Sometimes that mood takes me. It's been absolutely pouring down today here in the Philippines. Storm warnings, the whole 9 yards, rainfall warnings. It's not stopped all day. Feels like I'm back home in Dublin. Except the rain's warm, which makes all the difference. I don't know what that's playing at. It must have been just the algorithmic spikes. There's nothing there. And benzene, nothing on EBIX. The MRI is pulling back. Nothing right now. Even fuel cell's not really done much. I looked at fuel cell. I thought, okay, I missed the move up. Didn't want to take it till it got over $2. It's kind of plateauing around the $0.75 level. Decent news. ExxonMobil partnership. We'll see. Top two gappers today. One slightly above the VWAP, one slightly below the VWAP. iCore Connect. No company specific catalyst that I can see. Let's have a look. Has there been any update today? No. It was up 40% earlier. Oh, it's already 42% up on the day. Question is why? I don't know. Can't see any particular catalyst. It is higher relative volume, I've got to say. Like over 10x, 12x. 8 million float. We'll keep an eye on our iCore Connect. The other Arcutis Biotherapeutics. This one's currently 35% up on the day. So these are the two biggest gappers. Everything else, it's just standard movement. No worries, Alistair. I'm sure you won't. I'm sure you'll forgive us if we trade without you present. There we go. Let's have a look. What are the big news events of over the weekend, shall we? So let's find out. So, news. Harvard admissions fall, applications fall amid anti-Semitism controversy. We couldn't care less. Structure Therapeutics stock plunges on new GLP drug data. So, Structure Therapeutics, Lena Khan's FTC secures a big win. Why central banks should, but might not, keep the market flooded with money. Costco price target raised. Nippon Steel to buy US steel. Fuel cell teaming up with ExxonMobil. US futures keep a grip on highs, looking to build on a 7-week rally. Illicit content on Elon Musk's X draws EU investigation. Yeah, right. Like they're going to do anything about it. No, not much going on in the news either. Bit of a damp squib of a Monday, really. Not much in terms of earnings either today. It's we're not really in earnings season till next month, so we got there's always earnings dropping at some stage or another, but we're not really in earnings season. It's usually they get the first 2 months of the quarter as earnings season. You get the kind of 6 to 8 weeks in the middle of that period is prime earnings season. Anything outside of that, it's just a bit kind of crappy. EBF, Ennis, that's the only one that's got earnings this morning, and nobody trading it. So we've got the High Court after the bell this evening. Job, GEE Group, Arc Restaurants, and Quipt Home Medical. Those are the only ones with earnings. No IPOs scheduled for today either. So it might be a bit of a weak morning by the looks of it. Well, it is so far, at least. It's the week heading into Christmas, so it's probably going to be a low volume week. I didn't trade this week last week. No, I didn't trade. I'd already hit my goal by this time last year, so I was already over goal. Let me just have a quick look at when was my last day's trading last year. Come on, trader view reports. It was very slow today. Yeah, my last day of trading last year was actually no. I traded up to the 20th. So I'm mistaken. I do apologise. So the first two days of this equivalent week last year, I was trading. Had a good day on the 20th, if I do remember rightly. One trade. Friday the 16th, I had a big 52k day. I think it was that. The one that made my money. Cosmos, yeah. All the way up. And but absolutely get him. Absolutely. The RNA was my last trade of 2022. 5k. Well, that was like, okay, I'm calling it a day on the year. This equivalent Monday last year, traded Cosmos again for 3k, VKTX, Viking Therapeutics for 3k, and MDGL for 1k. Gives us a 7.5k day. We need more like that. I need 7k plus daily between now and the end of the year on average to get me to my annual goal across the board. That's what it's looking like, at least. But even if I don't manage to get to my annual goal, I've got to say it's been a good year. It's my best year, so I've already made more in this year than I did last year. So I'm not going to get too despondent, regardless of whether I hit the goal or not. Yeah, Dolce, I'm watching Benzi here, but there's just no volume on it. Banzai International. Banzai, 38% up on the day, but it's only 250,000 shares traded so far. This went up to 22. I mean, this was, I called this out in the Discord about an hour ago, actually. This was a SPAC merger completion on Friday. And there wasn't a great deal of volume or volatility on Friday with this. But first thing this morning, it went up to 22.69 and pulled all the way back down again. So, yeah, on this kind of volume, it is a SPAC merger, and like many of the SPAC mergers we've seen over the last 12, 18 months, low volume, wide spreads, 40 cents at the moment on the spread. Low volume, widespread, but high volatility. So a bit like I tried to play on Friday, if you're going to do it small size, and do it with what you can afford to lose, because it is going to be one of those big movers, big spreads, but it's going to be big movement both ways. So if you get in on the wrong end of it, it can wipe you out if you're not careful. So gamble play. That's what Banzai is going to be like. That's the story of the day, get him. That is the story of the day. Lots of news drops this morning, but just no volume at all across the board. Oh, well, Ed, we've had a few of those over the last year. Vodafone, no, just no volume at all on Vodafone either. Banzai over 9 with good volume will be interesting. And the key there is good volume. Nothing moving at the moment with any kind of upward swing. Hey Fark, how you doing? A little bit late with the TikTok stream. I forgot to press the button to get it started. So I've been live on YouTube for 20 minutes, and then I'm like, why have I got no chat on? Why is nobody talking on TikTok? And then I realised it's still waiting for me to push the button to go live. But look, there you go. What was my biggest 2023 win? Was that not GCT? I think it was GCT. Biggest win, and where is it now? That's a good question. So my biggest gain, call it 90k, 89,918 and 59 cents. So GDC. So GDC is currently at $3. I traded this all the way up to $36. It went up to 40. What did it do on the day? It went up to $44 on the day. Started off around 250, something like that. Went all the way up to $44. I took my first entry with it pre-market. Was it post-market? Let me have a quick look at this. Alright, so I got in this to start off with, and traded this from like $16. Then it started to pull back. So once it started making a move again over the VWAP, I traded it again from $16 all the way up to, I think my highest exit was 33. GDC, $16 move that I got, but it went up to 48. So in theory, I could have and should have made more. But I was already had my largest trade of the day, largest trade ever, and my largest day ever on the back of that. So yeah. EBLI is breaking highs. Let's have a look at it. Not that I'm going to trade it, but I know you guys like these low price stocks. So it's a very quiet Monday, Park. $0.70 might have been a good entry there. Little breaker, depending on what your target is. Little flag breakout. Yeah, they're a killer because you go in bigger size because you can afford it with a smaller account, and then you get hit with the bloody ECN fees. Good example of these stocks. This is another reason why I don't trade them. Because realistically speaking, you get a 50% move. You got a $1 stock, 50% move. Yeah, that's actually a good move. It's 50 cents. So you take big size with it, and you end up that you get hit with ECN fees. You don't catch the whole move either, but you get hit with ECN fees. You've got your commissions and other charges on top of it, and it becomes less and less reliant. So a 50% move ain't going to be one candle either, by the way. So if you're patient, you get in on something and you hold it and you get 50% out of it. That's fantastic. But the likelihood is you're just going to get faked out a lot of the time, which is why I don't like trading these sub $2 stocks, these little penny stocks. Too many times you get faked out. Garbage stocks, as I like to call them. How does what work, William? How does what work? How does trading the stock market work? Is that the question? Don't insult garbage like that. Absolutely. This is the slime at the bottom of the garbage bag. You know that juice that you get when when you're changing the bins in you're changing the trash. You take the trash out. The juice that you get dripping off, that's what these stocks are. They're not garbage. These are the juice that comes off the garbage. Like the thing I'm using right now. Well, right now I'm using my massage chair to massage my back. But the way that works is I lean into my chair and I push the button and it massages my back. But I don't think that's what you're referring to. So, so right now, this is a chart of Pambella Therapeutics, who just had news. I'm watching this chart. We're discussing this on multiple forums right now. as the price goes higher. The idea is that you buy it at a price point before it starts to move higher, and then you sell it at a higher price for profit. That's how it works. Morning, Neith. But at the moment, we're looking for some stocks to trade. We're trading the stock market. So if your question is, what's this channel about? What are we doing and how do we do it? Well, we're talking about day trading. So not long-term value cost investing, which is what you would do with larger price stocks like Amazon, for example, which currently is up quite considerably today, up at $150. Just under 151, or Nvidia, which is back up into the 490s, currently 491 and 35 cents, or PepsiCo, Procter and Gamble, those kind of stocks. Those are stocks that you would value invest in. And what I mean by that is you just buy more. The price dips, buy more at a discount. As it moves up, you buy more. As it pulls back, you buy more. The long term, what these stocks tend to be, these are what are known as S&P 500 stocks. They tend to follow the overall market, which we track using an ETF known as the SPY. And the overall market, if you look at this on the daily, it only ever goes in one direction. So we just came off the back of a bear market. We had a bear market in 2022, which means a pullback on the overall market. And where did that take us? Well, it took us all the way down to hang on a minute. Why am I not getting my full range here? The bear market took us down to yeah. So it took us down to here. So we had the rally up here. We had the COVID drop, the COVID crash, as it were, which is a false crash. That was the time to get in the market. The COVID crash, as everything was crashing, that was the time to buy. So there's what did Buffett said? The time to be fearful, the time to be brave is when everybody's fearful, and the time to be fearful is when everybody's being brave. So this is exactly what happened. So at the top of the back end of 2021, we reached the peak and the S&P 500. Then we got this pullback, and then that was just almost 2 years ago. And look, we're almost at that peak again. So it only ever goes up in one way. In the long term, it goes in one direction, which is why the long-term investing, you're looking for every month, just buy a bit more. It doesn't matter what the price is. Find a stock that you believe in. It's got a good, what they call an economic moat. So it's a sound financial company. It's making profits. It's innovative. It's got a good business model, and it's well reputed. There are strong investment from other big institutional investors, and you just put your money there. It's better than putting it into a bank. So that's long-term value investing. But what we're doing here is day trading. So essentially, we're just looking for quick bucks, quick profits. We're looking to find a stock that's moving with momentum, which there isn't many at the moment. But say, let's look at Cleveland Cliffs. We're looking for something that's moving for momentum, and we get a nice consolidation pattern like this. And then with the breakout of the consolidation pattern, we buy in, say, at $20.10, and then we sell at $20.30, and we've made, which it is at right now, and we'll have made 20 cents on the share. So if you buy 1,000 shares, you made $200. If you buy 10,000 shares, you made $2,000, and that's how day trading works. I'm not too worried about the daily. And this could be a bounce on the daily. I'm not too worried about the daily. I'm just looking for intraday momentum. It could be a really garbage company long term. The daily is horrible. Last week it did nothing but sell. So I'm just having a quick look at why it sold off last week, and for the whole week, and to see if there's any catalyst for today. Both could be very relevant. All right, okay. So PRS, Prospector Capital Corps, it's a SPAC merger. So that's what's happening there. It's a SPAC merger. What they call it's a shell company. What they call a blank check organization. So sold off all last week. So they've provided an update. The reason it's out bouncing today is they provided an update on the business combination and the closing off of that business combination. Prospect Capital are the blank check corporation, and they will be merging with LeddarTech. Well, there you go. Get them. So US Steel is getting bought out by Nippon Steel. So US Steel is getting bought out by Japanese Steel, basically. So two of the biggest steel manufacturers are combining, if you will. But it's an acquisition. So Japanese Steel is buying US Steel. That's what that is. There's no trading opportunity here really. It's going to just sideways. There might be a couple of fluctuations, but it's going to be sideways most of the day now until that acquisition is complete. And the problem with these SPAC mergers is that a lot of the time they have big moves, but there's such low volume, it's difficult to trade them. You saw me on Friday, for example, and I took a position with one of these shell companies. It wasn't a huge position; it was like 1,000 shares, which I'm normally trading much higher than that. I took 1,000 shares, and I tried to get out and didn't get filled. Because you have to, particularly pre-market, you have to use limit orders, and I couldn't get filled, so I had to break that 1,000 shares up into two different orders just to get filled. Nobody was buying my 1,000 shares, so low liquidity. This is why we look for volume. Low liquidity stocks can be an absolute nightmare. They can set a trap for you, and you just don't get filled, particularly in out of regular hour sessions. Yeah, below $2 safe and green there, Fark. No, no, it's above $2. It's there or thereabouts. Not much in the way of volume again, though. You better not be, Ed. I'll feel betrayed. Has he started going live again now? Because he took a bit of time off. I think he was feeling burnt out. Safe and Green announced a master purchase agreement with Safe and Green Development Corporation for manufacturing projects initially valued in excess of 140 million. That's just dropped a couple of minutes ago. It's a news catalyst, but just don't like there's a distinct lack of volume on it. Hey Ian, how you doing? We're all emotional traders, dudes. You know, sometimes emotions get the better of you. Sometimes you're able to control it, but ultimately we're human. Unless you are C3PO, emotion is going to hit you from time to time when you're trading. It is, which is why it's not as easy a job as, it's very stressful, emotionally taxing. It can be very emotionally taxing. So just be careful. Hey, Eunice. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Come on, guys, let's get that like count up so I can feed the dog. I need 50 likes and then I can feed the dog, or 3,000 likes on TikTok. Either which way, you get a treat if I get 3,000 likes on TikTok or I get 50 likes on YouTube. Whichever comes first or last, I get 2 treats if I get both. So let's get that like count up. Feed the dog. Hey Alberto, how you doing, buddy? If you can hear a buzzing, oh, where's the music? I've not started the music, have I? There we go. In case you're wondering what that background is there, that's a photo I took in El Nido, here in the Philippines. Beautiful. C4 seems to be hitting the scanners again. Had a couple of good days last week, but we seem to be on the back end of the move. So I'm not overly enamoured with that one. Yes, there is, Gerald. If you're on TradingView and you want to see pre-market, you have, first and foremost, you have to have a subscription to get pre-market data. But you need to go in your config and set it for out of hours data. So yeah, by default it only shows you regular hours. So you go into your settings and you check box the pre and post market data out of regular session. No worries, but Let's see what else. Yeah, nothing. I think on TradingView the setting is something like your session settings, is regular trading hours and extended trading hours, Gerald. Hey Radko, good to see you, buddy. And you too, Vol. Going to need it with the volume, I think. Doesn't appear to me like there's much out there that's really happening right now. Markets are looking nice. S&P 500 is over 470. It's up to 470.70s. Another $9, and we'll be up there at the all-time highs. What we're looking for. 479.36 is the S&P 500 all-time high on the SPY. We're $9 away, but less than $9. We had a $10 move, more than a $10 move this last week. So, what's the high on Friday? 473.73. Yeah, so a $13 move this last week to the upside. We're getting very close to the top of that channel. No worries, bud. Buy America, looking to move back up, back over the VWAP. A lot of backwards momentum first thing. Hey Neve. How'd you get on over the weekend, guys? Where'd you finish last week? Did you finish? Did y'all have a nice green week last week? I didn't. Which is not great when you're going for your annual goal. Basically means I need. I've been reviewing my stats actually, guys. I've been reviewing my stats. Let's get that like count up, by the way. I've been reviewing my stats, and I had a fantastic start to the year. And from January to June, I was averaging about $8,500 a day between January and June. But since June, I'm down at $3,500. So the second half of this year has been absolutely abysmal from me, I've got to be honest. Still profitable, but nowhere near where I should be. If I could have had, I'd have smashed goal by now. If I could continue, if I repeated this, the first half of the year and the second half, I'd have smashed goal. I'd probably be 2x it by now. But yeah, I would absolutely smash gold. So I just look at, and that's another reason why you should always review your trades and look at your trading. If you're going off the boil, ask yourself why. What have you changed? If you've changed something, and I'm looking at what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. And aside from location and the hours I'm trading, there is a couple of other things I'm doing as well. I'm taking bigger swings instead of scaling into stuff. I'm going in bigger size from the off, and I'm reviewing my trade, just having to go back to basics and get back on point, I think. Yeah, absolutely get him. Absolutely mad, because since June, well, July even. Since July, the market's been moving up. It's been really rallying. Prior to that, it was still very choppy. It was moving up, but still very choppy. Look, Lewis, we're currently doing very well on the SPY. Over a third of a percent up on the S&P 500 at the moment. The SPY is 470.93, and we're less than $9 away from all-time highs on the S&P 500. So I think if we look at the Qs, we're even closer than that at the moment. So the Qs are slightly down, but if you look at the all-time highs of 408.71 on the triple Qs, which it's the Invesco ETF following the NASDAQ 100. We're $3 away from all-time highs on this one, so not too far away, not too far at all. We probably, I've been very surprised if we continue the bullish direction this week, this Santa Claus rally as they're calling it. We'll probably have all-time highs certainly on the NASDAQ, but also on the S&P 500. We've already had all-time highs on the Dow Jones Industrial Average last week, new all-time highs, and we'll probably have new all-time highs today. So we got last week was the all-time high was 373.78. So we probably, with a little bit of bullish momentum today, we'll probably break new to all-time highs on the Dow Jones again. Russell Index, we're still waiting. We've still got a little bit to go. So on the Russell Index, all-time highs. Oh yeah, actually, I think we did. Oh no, we've not. We've still got a little bit to go. $243.46, small cap index. $244.46. Let me just correct that. So yeah, S&P 500, the markets as a whole looking very bullish. You look at this bull channel that I drew at the beginning of the year, bull market channel. We bottomed out in October, and I called that bottom last year as well. We will probably get up to the top of this channel before we get rejected. So we'll reach all-time highs before we get to the top of that channel. We're definitely in the bull market again. So you've done that. How would you know? Check the Twitter, John. Check the Twitter, because and just email Connor directly or contact them directly on Twitter, because yeah, I mean, if you should be in the Discord. Are you not in the Discord? Um, Adjusting your expectations depending on if you're. It depends on your strategy, because not all strategies work in a bull market. Not all strategies work in a bear market. So it depends what you trade. A, it depends on the instrument you're trading. B, it depends on the strategy that you are prone to trade most of the time. If you only have one strategy and it's one instrument that you're trading, so it's, for example, if all you're trading is futures and you're trading a certain long strategy, then you're going to get burnt so often if you're trading in a bear market. It's that simple. You try and get it on breakouts and it just won't work out for you. Likewise, if you're trading short on a bear market and then it turns into a bull market, and you can carry on trading short on futures. So it depends on the instrument that you're trading. Which is one of the reasons I prefer to trade equities and don't get involved in ETFs, any kind of derivative for that matter. Trade equities because you don't have to worry about too much the wider market. You just have to worry about that particular stock on that particular day on the particular momentum that you're trading. So the strategy that I have covers pretty much any type of market. So you might, if you're predominantly long biased and the market starts selling and pulling back, you might switch your strategy to shorting. That's the kind of thing that they're looking at. You're looking for shorting opportunities instead of going long on trading futures or trading ETFs or trading high caps, high float stocks. When you're trading high momentum, breakout stocks, low float stocks, it's less relevant. Well, just reach out to invest in the market without a shadow of a doubt. Do I think it's better to overpay a mortgage or invest in the market? But there's no doubt about it in my mind. It's invest in the market. If you're overpaying your mortgage, all you're doing is you're putting money into a banker's pocket. Let's put it this way: if you took a mortgage and invested that in the stock market, you'd have both your house paid off and your retirement plan. It does depend on the interest rate of the mortgage as to whether you can afford it or not. But still, particularly right now, as interest rates are higher, you can't be getting that compounding effect. It's the magic of investing. The compounding effect that you get on your investment in the stock market beats any kind of negating compound effect on your mortgage. What I mean by that is if you're paying off larger sums on your mortgage, it decreases the interest that you have to pay long term, but it doesn't decrease the amount that you borrowed. To just put that into context, all it does is decrease the amount of interest that you end up paying. You still have to pay the full capital back on the mortgage. Whereas if you put money provided you do it sensibly, you put money on a regular basis into the market, you can get compounding returns with overwhelming results. $260 breakout would have been nice. No, not financial advice, just the meanderings of a fat guy on the internet. That's all that is. Not financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Just my opinion. And my actual opinion is your particular, if you're middle class, you sold this dream of owning your own home, and you spend pretty much your entire life paying the bank more than it's worth. And when you finally own your own home, you end up, was it worth it in the end? You're locked in. You can't just quit your job because you've got your mortgage to pay. You can't go traveling because you've got your mortgage to pay, which is why, for me, it's better just to be invested in the markets, have the money, rent, and you know, move places while you're young. Go and see the world. Get a job in New Zealand, get a job in Canada, go, you know, do whatever you want to do while you're young and able, because by the time you hit your retirement age, traveling isn't really that much of an option anymore. Broaden your mind whilst you still can. And who knows, you may come across some fantastic business opportunities and make some unbelievable business contacts on your travels. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, once again. Oh, quite a few volatility halts. It's only 9 o'clock. What's going on there? No, I can't see any catalyst, which is why I'm a little bit skeptical of it there, Cal. And I'm watching it. It is the top gapper today, but I don't know why. Let's have a look. See any recent SEC filings with this crowd. iCore Connect, because they did move a while back. End of November, they did it. There's a Form. They amended their Form S. I'm not seeing anything significant. Yeah, the October prospectus. Wasn't this a SPAC merge earlier in the year or something? Yeah, I'm just looking at some of the Form S submissions earlier in the year. Now, property is not the investment it once was. Real estate is not the investment it once was, because it's so high priced now, and people are being squeezed left, right, and centre. As a landlord, you're getting squeezed. As a tenant, you're getting doubly squeezed. And I feel for the youngsters of today that are just starting out, because they probably will never be able to own their own home. They'll probably never be able to afford it. You need a minimum of 10% now, I think, is on mortgage. You used to be able to get 95% or 100% mortgage. Now you need a minimum of 10%. Property prices are so high. For a decent property now, property prices are so high. Like pro rata, like four years' salary for the average man for a decent home then. Yeah, but they're likely going to cut rates, but the way prices have continued to go up, it's going to be the same amount. I can own a condo, but why do I want a condo with a family? You know, I mean, I'd rather just buy in her name and own 40% of it. What I'll do is just give her, legally lend her the money to buy the other 60%, and if anything happens to her, she'd have to pay me back. Simple. Yeah, well, there you go. Toronto, London, UK, it's the same thing. The average earnings in London is higher anywhere in the country, but it's about 10x. The average earnings in London, your average property price is about 10x of the average annual wage. It's just not sustainable. It's just not feasible. And where are parents going to get the money from, John? Cost of living and all that carry on. It's not like whilst the parents have all just come into magical windfalls, because they haven't. It was the middle-aged dream. Own your own home. Well, think about that for a second, John. The average starter home in the US is $400,000. Your average your industrial average wage, your average earner is earning 52,000. So it's right 8 times your average person to get an average starter home. It has to get 8 times his own salary. It's just not. He has to have a year's salary saved up just for the deposit. How's that going to work? It's just not feasible anymore. But again, Cal, that's not feasible either when you think about it long term, because who are they going to leave that home to in the end? They're going to leave that home to the kids who've got their own home, and the kids are going to get hit with this hefty tax bill, inheritance tax, and it's all, the way that it's all done is you know, the matrix and all this kind of stuff. It's set up for, you know, your average Joe on the street. You won't own anything of your own. Friend of mine was one of a good friend of mine, higher earning, higher tax bracket. These middle class tax bracket. We know the billionaires don't pay tax. We know that, but the higher earning middle income earners, or the higher earning middle class. So he was earning about $300,000–400,000 a year, and he's worked out after all the tax that he pays, the income tax that he pays, the tax on like VAT, fuel, tax on loans, everything that he's paying, it works out about 84% of his income is taken away by the government. When you factor in everything, 84% of what he earns goes to the government. We're back over $2 on SGD. Well, it's been lovely chatting to you guys, but there's not been much movement on the market, to be fair. The US government's printing money that they don't have. You know what? I don't understand it because COVID crisis. I know we can't go to work. Let's print some money. Okay. Well, we've got a cost of living crisis. Okay. The fuel allowance. Okay. Print some more money. Print some more money. Print some more money. That's called quantitative easing. But if I did that at home, it's grand larceny. It's counterfeiting. Where's the difference except for the fact that I'm not the Fed? Yeah, exactly. It's all relative. It's what's known as the Big Mac index, and there's an economic index that they call it the Big Mac index, and it's based on the average employee's hourly wage and how long they have to work to buy the average cost of a Big Mac meal in that vicinity, that locale. And that's a good indicator of the standard of living of that particular economy or whatever at that whatever time. And the Big Mac index has been rising and rising. So the average worker has to work longer just to buy a Big Mac than they ever have done before. It doesn't matter where you live. Everybody can afford a Big Mac, but it's just some people have to work 6 hours to get one, and some people have to work 6 minutes or 6 seconds in some cases. Hey, Robin. Well, to be fair, Carl, I've come from I was raised in the UK where the NHS has provided for everybody. It doesn't matter on your income. It's a bit of a calamity at the moment, but always provided for everybody. Made sure everybody was healthy, looked after. That includes dental. And if you go to Scandinavia, it still is. Anywhere in Scandinavia is probably one of the best value for tax that you get. One of the highest tax rates in the world in the Scandinavian countries, but you get the best value for it because you get free education, free healthcare, all comes out of those tax brackets. The infrastructure is well taken care of, so it's spent well. That's the problem is the corruption in a lot of countries with the high tax is that it doesn't actually go to public services. It's going into the pockets of public servants instead of into public services. Well, of course not, Cast. That's why you've got to negotiate. When you apply for a new job, you've got to negotiate your package, and you've got to negotiate medical and dental as part of that package. Otherwise, they won't pay it and you don't get it. No, nothing's free in life, Dulce. That's the point that I'm making. You're paying for it from your taxes. No, well done, Ed. I wouldn't touch that now. There's not going to be much range in that one. Acquisitions, they tend to pop and plateau. That's what acquisitions do. So we've not got much range here. I mean, 5 cents on SGD. We've got 4 cents, 4.5 cents on ICCT. So in terms of volatility, there's not a lot of volatility on the market right now. I'm thinking of asking the missus to bring me a cup of tea, but telling her to leave the tea bag in there so I can count the perforations, because that's how interesting the market is this morning. Terrible. And we've had markets we've had days like this where there's been nothing to trade, and then the bell goes and then it all pops off, and we end up, 2-3x in the day in terms of gold. We'll see. Yeah, Dolce, it's absolute. No, I have a problem, and we had this conversation, was it last year, when I self-identified myself as a lemon, with pronouns of squeeze and juice. It was the whole, I think it was Sam Smith debacle that set me off on a tirade with it all. And it's like, look, you can get offended by all means if I don't address you with the proper pronouns, but I don't care, because you can be deluded as you want to be, but I don't have to play along with your delusion just because of fear of you getting offended. If you're getting offended at something I say, that's a you problem, unless I'm being deliberately offensive, and then it's a me problem. But as for this pronouns nonsense, what are those pronouns? If you're talking to somebody, okay, if I'm talking about myself, then my pronouns are obviously going to be me, I, and whatever. I and me. If I'm talking to a second person, then it's going to be you and me that I'm talking about. If I'm talking in the third person, he, they, them, she, only then does it become a problem, and that's in the third person. So why should somebody else who you're talking about in the third person care about who you're talking about them to someone else? It's none of their business. If I want to talk about somebody behind the back, or not necessarily behind the back, but about somebody, even in front of them, how I refer to them is up to me. That's what I want to refer to them as, and call them rat snot. I mean, that's my business. If they get offended about me calling them rat snot, then that's up to them. But they can't tell me what I can and cannot refer to them as in the third person. Sorry. That's me on my soapbox. I'll never be invited to a LGBTQ+. What is the plus for? Is that like gay premium? LGBTQ. I get all of that. What's this? What's the plus for? I mean, HR was coming after me for talking to people with common sense, for disciplining people with common sense. When as a VP, and I was having none of it. They're telling me how I had to address people. I'm like, look, if the guy's a moron, I'll call him a moron. It's as simple as that. Look, if you're going to behave like a moron, you're going to get called a moron. HR didn't go down well with. I mean, they should just call it. I don't know why they call it HR. Actually, I do know why they call it HR instead of. It used to be human resources, and then they abbreviated it and called it HR because they had to get rid of the human element. That's all. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, common sense, far from. That's the problem with common sense, is that it isn't common. Oh, stop. That biological men, transgender men or transgender women competing in women's sports is just an absolute ludicrous. They used to stop women competing against other women if their testosterone count was too high. They would get banned on suspicion of substance abuse because testosterone was too high. So what happened to that? Because if that was the case then, none of these transgender athletes will be able to compete because their testosterone count will still be too high, even with all the meds that they have to, you know, bring it down. Aside from the higher bone density and higher muscle mass and the higher strength that they have naturally. No, don't get me started on transgender athletes competing. I mean, Caitlyn Jenner, formerly Bruce Jenner, Olympic decathlete. If she decided to compete as a decathlete now, even at her advanced age, she'd probably be able to compete at an elite level, you know, with a bit of training, an elite level amongst female athletes. How's that fair? Need to just stop oil. Everybody loses, absolutely. Hey you, we've got 5 likes and you can have a treat, okay? I've only got 1,400 likes on TikTok, so you're only getting 1 treat. If I get 5 more likes, you can have 1 treat. And you can thank the YouTube guys. You can blow raspberries at the TikTok guys. Yes, it would, Cal. That was Ricky Gervais' joke cast. I did enjoy that. There we go. Let's all give the dog a treat. Now, yeah, sit up and pay attention now, won't you, sweetie? Ooh. Everybody say hello to Miyako. Miyako. Can you see her? There she is. Hello, Miyako. Want your treat? There you go. Everybody, Miyako says thank you for the treat. Well done. He's a good girl, eh? Hey? What have you got ice nuts for again? Hey? Struggling finding who needs to trade. Eh? Have a look at Wolf. Just while you're here, so have a look. Is Wolf breaking it? No, nobody's trading Wolf. Nobody's trading Wolf. What about Howl? Anybody trading Howl? Nobody's trading Howl either. No, your favourite stocks. None of them are trading it. No. Sorry. ICCT breaking out looks like right now 270, 271 again. Thank you for the likes, Nyako says. That's slow execution. What's going on there? Yeah, it may well do, but I thought, you know what, we're getting a little bit of breakout on the 5 minute, so I'll see if I can get an entry coming into the open. But if it pulls back, I'm not holding on to it. Getting 7 cents and that's it. I'll hold it till the 9, which is currently at 65, 265. It also happens to be the low of the previous 1 minute candle. Threw that wick down there, the price didn't go. I don't know where that wick came from. Yeah, 265 I'll get out. Yeah, get out there. First candle breaks a low. Let's stay disciplined today. Not big on the range either, so it's like 5 cents, so. Looking at that Benzi, or Bonsai, is momentum. How can you call that momentum when nobody's trading it? And these blanks, look, blank, blank. How many did we get on that one? 1,600 shares on that one. Blank, 100 shares, 100 shares, 150 shares. It's like less than 1,000 shares. It puts up as a blank. But yeah, blank, blank, blank. Just nobody trading Bonsai at all. Same thing with Prospector Capital. So a lot of these SPAC companies, they'll pop up on next to no volume and they'll move big on no volume at all. Just be careful with them. Fuel Cell may get a bit of a push at the open. Probably will get a bit of a push at the open. Probably get over $2 at the open. I'm not seeing any gap and go candidate really. ICCT, but again, there's no. I don't trust this because they lack a catalyst. Yeah, exactly, Vols. There's no company-specific catalyst. I don't know why it's moving. I guess we wait. We've got 2 minutes till the open. I'm just going to switch the scanners over now, shall I? Why not? DoorDash with a spike up, low volume. Oh, Nvidia's having a great day. Look at that, Nvidia. You love to see it. You'd love to see it. Get in there. I think I might treat myself to some more Nvidia shares at Christmas. No idea, Fark. No idea. As I said, ICCT, ICO Connect. I don't trust it right now. If it gets some good momentum behind it, but nice volatile range, then yeah, it's worth trading. I mean, I took that trade because I was it was a 5-minute breakout, but then it pulled back. So we'll see what happens at the open. Nvidia breaking highs there. Okay, guys, good luck. Well, nice start. Pump and dump. Not really. Gap and go. There you go. That's why I love trailing stops. S&P 500 just popped as well at the same time. Alright, let's see what's moving. This is the top mover right now. A lot of volume. Don't know why. No idea why. $355 halt to the upside if we get there. Nothing at all that strong at all today. Oh, what happened there? Oh, yeah, I got stopped out. All right. Nothing else moving. Couple of volatility halts. Fuel cell not doing anything. One of the few things with an actual backlist today is Arcutis. Just as I switched it over, it pops. Getting very slow fills today. Well, let's see. Not a lot sustaining. S&P 500 breaking highs. 371.40s. Another bullish week like last week, and we'll have those not just high of year, but all-time highs. ICCT breaking out now. That's better. ICCT and ARQT just sideways, initial pop, that's about it. The VIX trying to move to session highs. And what else? Nothing else. Oracle breaking highs. Yeah, we'll take that. Have a look at like Oracle. Distract me from my bloody trading, why don't you, TikTok studio? Ridiculous. That's good. Buy the dip. That's very good. Well played. IBIX breaking highs. The overall market's pulling back at the minute. We've just got the SPY right now, and this is the fourth red candle in a row on the SPY on the 2 minute. ICCT just dumped under $3, testing 280 and down beyond. Below the VWAP now. Market's looking strong today. The halt resume. Just check the halt resume box, Vegas, and the halt will show up. The dip on ICCT, I'm not sure about that. It's a dip or a sell-off. Let's see. Yeah, everything's off at the minute. Nothing really jumping out. Rivian breaking highs. Let's have a look at Rivian. Ridiculous. This might be one of those days just going for small base hits. Nothing reliable. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. YOLO play that we did last week. Aurora Technology. Let's see. $3, pretty much where the 9 is. Okay. Marathon Digital breaking highs. Oracle's still breaking highs. Oh, let's go back to Oracle. Looking strong. I should have left it in. I would have got a couple of K out of it. We got out of Oracle at 104.59. Yes, 30 cents. Kavana breaking highs. Kavana looks like it might have a decent day today. Yeah, spreads are more than that. Oh, we're looking at this. Look at this. We're getting a lot of greens. It's paying for the trading, but we're not going in big size or anything. Well, no, a lot of small greens. That's all we're getting. So we're almost back green on the day. In Vivid, moving up big. Vivid announced initial results from ongoing Canopy Phase 3 trial, a broadly neutralizing half-life extended monoclonal antibody candidate for the prevention of symptomatic COVID-19. IVVD. Absolutely, Rob. Absolutely. Oh, we've got a false halt there. Let's see if we're moving back up that way. We're up, oh, that's fine. We're green again. In Vivid, over $3, I might be interested. Maybe I should go back to my $3 floor because that used to work for me. The new year, I'll probably go back to $3 floor. Quite a lot of sellers at 310. It's fairly thickly traded, does this? Yeah, huge float, 15 billion float. Oh no, sorry, wrong one. 40 million float. It's not a huge float at all. 40 million in the float. Why did it say 15 billion when I opened it up? That was a bit weird. $220 is the high of day. Not quite got there yet. Looking for the $0.25 hit. Oh, bloody rain. There we go. 1,600 bucks. 23 on that trade. This could be interesting. Top momentum stock right now. SPY breaking highs again. 471.60s. S&P 500 is bullish. Woolly bullish. Woolly bullish. SPY's bullish. SPY's bullish. SPY's bullish. Oh, come on, man. Give me a better fill than that. Slow but steady does it today, I guess. Only takes one stock. Got 3,400 out of this one so far. Oh, come on, just getting absolute terrible fills today. Two and a half thousand shares, Vols. So I don't usually have problems with 2,500. When I'm going like much higher, I tend to have problems getting filled. It's not the it's not. I'm not getting filled. I'm getting filled at the higher levels. Oh, that was a terrible one. So it's like it's using up my whole tolerance to get me filled, which I don't like. I don't like this one because the halt level's right. Oh, okay, the halt level's moved. Halt level's moved. I lost a little bit there. But when you're on an upward run, first candle makes a new low. That's an exit. It's a reversal and time to get out. I'm putting my stops way too close, but it's working. It's making me profit. It cost me a fortune in commissions though because of all the entries and exits. we go. Bang on. Have some of that. That's gold. Only takes one stop. I'll wait for it to break $5 before I give it before I look at it again. I really should just lock it down, but I need 7k a day. So, but I'm not gonna. That was a nice. That was clean actually. Even with the crappy fills, that was clean. I hope you guys managed to get some of that. I was putting my stop way too close. If I'd got in there with a 20-cent trailing stop, I probably would have got most of that move in one go. But hey, look, it all paid. It's extended up there at where it's at. Quantus. Zimvi. A few of these other options. No, absolutely, Gerald. But like I said, I'm trying to hit my annual goal, and I'm in drawdown from last week as well. So good stuff, Vols. Glad. Yeah, I see what you got in. Pretty much the same value as I got in originally, but buying this 10 o'clock bounce here on the 9. On the VWAP even. Fair play to you. And add that up. Yeah. Good entry. Well done, bud. Take a green one. Do you know that's a very valid point, Ed? Very valid point. I'm too often I'm having red Mondays. So I will take a green Monday. But I'm just waiting. Possible 9 bounce here, $4. Go up next candle to make a high, so it would be $0.25, $4.25, where it struggled previously. There you go, Cal. Take the green. It was for so long. It's not where I want to get it. Don't mind if that stops me out now. Profitable across the board. Yeah, there we go. An extra $500. Pays for the trades. Quintus. What's the deal with Quintus? When IVVD had a good catalyst. Do you know what it is, Cal? Absolutely. No catalyst for Quintus. It's up nearly 70% on the day though. Why? And relative volume is huge. It normally does like 300,000. It's done nearly 7 million. Relative volume on this is huge. It's the second biggest gapper after Invivid that we've just been trading. CUEN. A bit chop. There's a bit more chop to it. Certainly that's not as clean a move as we had with Invivid, but it's up big. You just bought Invivid, Puno? Well, that means it's got to sell off then. No offense, buddy. Good luck to you. I hope it goes to $10. Well, I'm over gold. I'm green. We've got 15 minutes left before I wrap it up. So, what was the swing high there? Pivot levels 433. Yeah, we're still getting lower highs on with pretty much everything bar the 1 minute. 25. I'd wait till the $0.50 at least now. This to me looks like it's done, so I'd wait. Next 5 minute high. Green is good, absolutely. Any green is good green. Take what you can and don't give it back. I've been guilty of doing that myself too often of late. Quintus. Now the momentum stock. 25% up in the last 15 minutes. Now we're getting a clean move. Missed the entry. The entry there would have been a great one. 240. Lovely entry here. Nice 30 odd cent move. Missed it. That was one of your moves, Vols. Pull back to the 9. Yeah, I'm locking that in. 6,500 on today. That's for a Monday. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I don't mind that. Is that not what you've just been doing, Ed? Oh yeah, good job by the dip anyway. Green, any green's good green. And I'm glad I was tempted to get in at the break of the $0.75 there, but do you know what? I'm glad I didn't. It's a big pullback. So Vivid's looking like it's entered a bit of a choppy consolidation phase. I think 450 is probably the next break. Not financial advice, just my opinion, just my viewpoint. So it's entered a bit of a choppy point here. So I think 450 is probably the next safe entry-ish confirmation. You do you, boo-boo. I don't know. I'm just a fat guy on the internet. What do I know? Not a market professional. But Fuentes is interesting. Very interesting. Okay, guys, I'm calling it. We've got 10 minutes to go. And well, actually, funny enough, if you check out the scrolling ticker across the top, I'm giving away, as you know, day trade with Tony. Oh, let's just go to where we are. I'm giving away day trade with Tony. I'm pretty much giving it away. I say giving it away. I'm charging half price. So if you want to join the day trade with Tony education platform, come join us. It's in the link tree. I've pinned the link tree in the chat. You can find the links also in the description as well. If you're watching on TikTok, the link tree is in my profile. If you where's my studio, TikTok studio? Let's go here and here. So this is my link tree. If you go into the chat on YouTube, Twitch or whatever, the link tree's there. This is my link tree. If you want to get on with Day Trade with Tony, the education platform that I'm doing at the moment, I'm back with Teachable. There may be an offer that I didn't want to refuse, so I'm back with Teachable, and you can get on this for 50% off by using the code Christmas or Xmas, XMAS at checkout. So if you want to sign up, let's just say you sign up with Day Trade with Tony, and I might have to. So add a coupon code there, Xmas, apply that. There you go, 50% off. So you get 50% off by applying Xmas at the check-in. So that's Day Trade with Tony. Come on, get on it. As you can see, the whole syllabus is there. How to learn how to day trade, introduction to options, of course. $120 or $60 if you just want to use the Xmas promo. $300 for a quarter. That's the one I would recommend because it's going to take you that long to get your head around it whilst you're practicing the simulator. But if you want, you can get a grand for a year, or you can get it for a year for less than $500. So get on that straight away. Also, Benzinga. If you want to use Benzinga, you can get 65% off at the moment with Day Trade with Tony. Use my link and use 2423 at checkout. You get 65% off. on Benzinga. What the hell is Benzinga, I hear you say? Well, this is my Benzinga. This is what I've got. It looks a bit of a mess, but trust me, once you start using it, it is absolutely essential. So where did I just see Invivid? So I saw Invivid level there, Invivid shooting up the momentum chart here on the momentum scanner, then hit the surging scanners. I saw it day high series, saw Invivid here, and I just clicked on Invivid, opened a window like that, and it gave me everything I needed to know about Invivid to make a decision. Is this something I want to trade? And I thought, yes, it is, because quite frankly, decent catalyst. I saw that quite quickly, session volume 22 million, average volume 140k, so the relative volume on Invivid was huge. I looked at the catalyst here, positive results from ongoing COVID-19 vaccine or prevention, whatever they called it, vaccine, COVID-19 treatment, and they always, since I've been trading at least, they always tend to go well. Only 40, small enough flow, only 40 million in the flow. So straight away I thought that's it's got potential to go. I didn't know it was going to go the way it did, but it certainly had potential to go. Another thing about Benzinga, if you want to look at the chart, you just click on the chart section in Benzinga, and what, lo and behold, look at that, trading view. I've got trading view in Benzinga. So I can cancel my trading view subscription. I'm not saying do that. I'm saying I can do that if I want to. And I've got trading view in Benzinga. So the full trading view chart. I can even change the days. I can change the time frame. I do whatever I want with it. So I'm now looking at a 2-minute time frame for Invivid. You know, I can put drawings on there. I can draw my lines. I can, you know, whatever it is that I want to do, you know, everything that I want to do in TradingView, I can do here in Benzinga on the chart. So it's like having 2 subscriptions in one, and you get 65% off it right away. Well, it is fantastic tool. If you're not using Benzinga, get on it. It's a fantastic tool. I wouldn't be profitable without it, seriously. You can see earnings came out last week before last on Invivid. You can scroll down. Who are they? What are they about? It just right at your fingertips, and that just came by clicking the ticker in the scanner. So here I've got my gap scanner. I've got my momentum, my surge scanner. I've got my momentum scanner. That Shengfeng development. Top of the momentum right now. I've got my signals and alerts. I've got my rolling news. This is all comes as part of the Benzinga Pro essential package. So get on that. It is well worth the money. I also use TraderView, not TradingView. Just talk about TradingView charting. It's a great charting platform, by the way. You can get TradingView charting down here, by the way. The platform I use for trading is Dash Trader. But I use TraderView for my journal. So let's have a look at TraderView. So this is TraderView. You can see before today, we're locking in a day over goal. So December, we had a bit of a red day last week, 14K. So we're not out of drawdown just yet. Look at the details for the year. So I've got it filtered on the year. If you look at that at the moment, we've got a 1.44 goal, 1.2 net. We need 65k net for the before the end of the year to get to goal net. And as you can see, 1.44 we need 70. So we've got 9 trading days, including today. So we really need what over 7k per day. So 6.5k today is a good start. Where are we on December? Right now, 30k in profit. So it'd be great to get to goal. We had a great November. It'd be great to get to goal, which is 120, which will give me 90k, which will get me. If I got to goal in December, I would be over goal for the year across the board. No doubt about that. We've got a little way to go yet, and hopefully we'll be able to do that either later this week or next week. And actually get to goal. But we're having a good year. We're doing a better year than we did certainly last year. Yeah, this is trader view, not trading view. So check that out as well. If you're not journaling and logging your trade, I really advise you to do that. I'm not a financial advisor, as I keep saying, but I do recommend that you log your trades and review them. If you can record them, if you've got the disk space to record them and the ability to, if you're using a program like Dash Trader, you can actually record them in Dash Trader itself. It has that functionality, it just needs to be enabled. So you can record them in Dash Trader. Of course, I'm streaming on a regular basis, so I'm either recording or streaming or both. So all my trades are recorded, even the ones that I take that are not live on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch and TikTok and the rest of the other platforms I'm streaming on. I will be going into the Discord for a little while after I end this stream. So if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community, and that means students or subscribers, if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community, I'll see you in the Discord. If you want to get access to the Discord and you've already taken the course, or you should have access to it if you've taken the course, you don't want to take the course, then check out the YouTube subscription membership option, and you get access to the private Discord as well. But if you want to come and join the Day Trade with Tony community for less than $60, then you're more than welcome, and you get access to me, my entire trading library that I learned to trade from, access to the Discord, and mentorship as well. So hopefully see you there. In the meantime, I will lock it up, and I will be back tomorrow. Usual place here, usual time, 8 o'clock. I'll be trading live in the Discord from about 7:30, maybe just before. I'll be trading live here at 8 o'clock, so come join me then, and hopefully you can stay green today. I'm going to knock it on the head. Cheers. Take it easy, guys. Always need tips from you, Puno. You know that.